VLAN stands for Virtual Local Area Network. VLAN, why it is virtual? See, a physical device is one LAN. When you connect a switch to another physical switch, you still have only one LAN. The reason is the broadcast domain here is one. And when you connect this port to this port here, that broadcast domain is getting extended. So it is not different broadcast domain, it's the same broadcast domain. That's why it is only one LAN. You may have 1,000 switch connected, but how many LANs you have? Only one LAN. Only one LAN means what? One big broadcast domain. More switches you add, more bigger the broadcast domain is. More switches you add, more ports will become the member of that broadcast domain. So more problem also. If I connect 48 port switch, if I connect 10 switch, then I get 480 port switch. We get 480 port LAN. Oh no, it's very difficult to manage. Why? Because in a LAN, ARP will be doing layer 2 broadcast, DHCP will be doing layer 2 broadcast, and many other services will be doing layer 2 broadcast and multicast. So when the broadcast is sent, it is going to everyone in that broadcast domain. So if I have 480 computers connected to the switches that I have connected serially, all the PCs connected to that switches will receive the broadcast, which is unnecessary traffic. You see, if every computer ARP goes to all the computers in the office, then the traffic will be too much. The ARP traffic will be too much. That will bring down the network efficiency. That will reduce the efficiency of the network. That will bring down the network efficiency. So what do? We create virtual LAN so that we can reduce the size of the broadcast domain. See, all the switches are connected one to the other. They all form one big group, which is very difficult to manage. Whenever an ARP packet, broadcast packet goes, it impacts everyone, which is not good. See, if I am sending a packet, why should it go and disturb someone in the police station? When I am sending a packet, my friends only I want to only send to the friends in my location. When everyone is in, okay, I'll give you a better example. Why police station, all station? Now, there is a class. In that class, there are different standard students writing exam. It's an exam hall. So there is one person from 8th standard, and the next boy is from 10th standard, and then the next boy is from 9th standard. So we have various class students mixed in the exam hall. Imagine. Now, there is a circular coming for 10th standard student. In that circular, they have said 10th standard students should come on Saturday because the annual exam is very near. So what happens in this classroom, 8th, 9th, 10th, all are sitting and writing exam. Now when the teacher reads the circular, it is going to disturb everyone, not only 10th student are listening, 8th student also listening, 9th student also listening. It is unnecessary for them, right? This problem occurred because all are in same classroom. If we would have put all the 10th standard in one classroom, 8th standard in another classroom, 9th in another classroom, this problem would have not occurred. Circular would have gone only to the 10th class. Announcement would have been done only to the 10th student. You understand? Likewise, when an ARP is sent from sales department, it should not go and disturb HR, production, admin, all the department. It should not go to everyone. That ARP request should go only to the sales department people, because this guy who is sending ARP wants to communicate to someone to sales department. That's why his PC wants to know the MAC address and initiated the ARP. You understand? So we have to put all the sales in one group, all the production in another group, all the admin members in another group, and so on. See, we have to do something like that. Only then can be controlled. The broadcast of one department will not impact the broadcast of, will not impact the members of other department. Do you agree? Nice. How are we going to do that? One way is connect all the sales people in one switch and don't connect this wire. All the production people in another switch, all the management people in one switch. Inge poch. Oh no. Sorry. Oh, here it is. See, one way is you buy different switch for each department. Don't connect the switches. That's one way. Yes or no? Not okay. Put all the 10th standard in one classroom. All the 12th in another, 9th in another classroom. All 8th in different classroom. This is one way to avoid the disturbance caused by other class people. Correct? There is another way also. You see, I want these switches to be connected. Why? Because I have some sales people sitting here, some sales people sitting here, and some sales people sitting here. So I want the connection, and I want only the sales people to form a group, and all the production people to form another group, and all the management people to form another group, and one group should not disturb the other. How is that possible? By creating virtual switch. See, I'll take this 3 port. I'll take this 3 port, and these 3 port and form one group. So if a broadcast goes, it will go to these 2 ports, these ports, these ports, but not to other switch members. You understood? It will go to all the green ports in all the switch, but it will not go even to the very next port. It won't go to the very next port because that belongs to different virtual group called VLAN. Now all the red will form one virtual switch. All the red port will form one virtual switch. When a broadcast is sent by this PC here, it will go to everyone with a red on all the switches. Green members won't receive, purple members won't receive. Likewise, this purple is going to form another virtual switch. Three different virtual switch. If you have 10 VLANs in this 3 switch, then it is going to create 10 virtual switch. Physically it is 3 switch, virtually it is 10. Now this link now need to carry, this is the new chapter now. You have already learned VLAN and you have understood what is VLAN. You know how to create VLAN. You know how to assign a port as a member of a VLAN. But now we are going to the next level. You see, all these 3 switches have got VLANs. And it's the same VLAN you can see green in all 3 switch and same VLAN red in all 3 switch. So whenever green talks, this wire only need to carry the green. Whenever red talks, it's the same port that need to carry red. We call such wire that can carry multiple VLANs. We call this particular port mode as trunk mode. What is a trunk mode? The port mode, when it is trunk, that port can carry multiple VLAN traffic. What about these ports? These ports that connects to a particular VLAN that belong to a single VLAN is called as access port. Access port and trunk port. Trunk port usually we give between the switches. Why? Because trunk port can carry multiple VLANs. Trunk port can carry multiple VLANs. Access port will be a part of only single VLAN. By default, all ports will be operationally member of one VLAN access. By default, all the ports will be a member of single VLAN. By default, all ports will be access port. If you want a trunk port, you can configure. You can change that access port to trunk port. By default, this port is not trunking. It was access, but I only configure what? Trunk. So when you configure trunk, that port now get the capability of supporting multiple VLANs. So, for example, if this PC here 10001 tries to ping this PC here 10002. When the packet goes to the port, port knows that I belong to VLAN, let's say 10. Green is VLAN 10. So what it does is when it sends the packet out of the trunk port, to the packet it adds the VLAN ID also. Trunk port, what it will do? It will add the VLAN ID to the packet. How it knows the VLAN ID? Because the traffic is coming from the port which is VLAN 10. Yeah? It is receiving the packet. The trunk port is receiving the packet from the port which is VLAN 10. So when it sends the packet to another switch via trunk port, it puts VLAN ID. It puts the VLAN ID and it sends to the next switch. Now next switch will know now the packet is belonging to green. The packet belongs to green. The next switch knows that the packet belongs to green. VLAN 10. How? Because when the packet goes, it goes with the tag value, VLAN ID. Exactly. This trunk port, you know, when a packet arrives, it will check for the VLAN ID. It looks deep and then it finds that belong to VLAN 10. After knowing that it belongs to VLAN 10, it will remove the VLAN ID and send the packet to this port. It will remove the VLAN ID and send the packet to the correct port. So one thing you should have learned by now, trunk port carries multiple VLAN traffic and it is always going to add the VLAN ID on the sending switch, and it reads the VLAN ID on the receiving switch. After reading and knowing the VLAN, it removes the VLAN ID and send the packet without any VLAN to the destination port. Did you understood that? Trunk port will be adding and removing VLAN ID. Access port will not attach any VLAN ID. We configure the port to be a VLAN 10 or whatever the VLAN that you want, and switch knows that the traffic that is coming out of that port is VLAN 10, and it will allow only to talk to another VLAN 10 member. Traffic of VLAN 10 cannot talk to VLAN 20 or 30. Yeah, when it is receiving the packet, it first read the VLAN ID in the packet. After knowing to which VLAN it belongs to, only then it will remove the VLAN ID and send it to the correct VLAN member. While sending, because it knows from which VLAN member the traffic is coming, it puts that VLAN number and send it. So job of trunk port is to carry multiple VLAN traffic, and when it sends the VLAN traffic, it adds the VLAN ID. On the receiving side, when it receives the VLAN ID, it removes the VLAN ID and send the packet without any VLAN. All right. Now I am going to show you a demo on this. This is needed only if you are practicing some good approach. See, whatever you தொட்டில் பழக்கம் சுடுகாடு மட்டும் என்னது சொல்லுங்க தொட்டில் பழக்கம் சுடுகாடு மட்டும். What is that meaning? தொட்டில் means when you are baby. Sudugadu means you after you become old. Now, தொட்டில் பழக்கம் சுடுகாடு மட்டும்னா, whatever you learn when you are small, it will continue till your death. கரெக்ட். ஐந்தில் விளையாதது ஐம்பதில் விளையுமா? சரி, வளையுமா? ஐந்தில் வளையாதது ஐம்பதில் வளையுமா? வளையாது. கீழே உட்காந்தே சாப்பிட்டு பழகினவங்கள நீங்கள் கூப்பிட்டு டைனிங் டேபிள் உட்கார வச்சிங்கன்னா, அட போப்பா சாப்பிட்ட மாதிரியே இல்லைப்பா, நமக்கு கீழே உட்காந்தாதான்ப்பா சாப்பாடு இறங்கும் அப்படின்னுவாங்க. ஏன்னா அவங்களுக்கு ஐந்தில் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, அவங்க அப்பா அம்மா கீழே உட்கார வச்சு சாப்பிட்றது நல்ல பழக்கம்னு சொன்னாங்க. எங்கள் அப்பா கூட அப்படி தான் சொல்லுவார். அதில் நிறைய விஷயம் இருக்குது. உடம்புக்கு ஆரோக்கியமும் இருக்குது, சாப்பாடுக்கும் மரியாதை கொடுக்குறோம், பல விஷயங்கள் இருக்குது. எனிவே அதெல்லாம் இப்போ பேசணும்னா நம்மளுக்கு பைத்தியக்காரன்னு வாங்க. இப்போ நம்ம விஷயத்துக்கு வருவோம். யூ ஆர் லேர்னிங் த நெட்வொர்க்கிங் ஆஸ் அ பிகினர் நவ். கரெக்ட் ஆர் நாட்? If you learn these good practices now, it will help you in future. Later, if you try to accept this command in your routine, it won't be difficult, it won't be easy for you. This good practices you should start from the beginning itself. Only then you will continue without difficulty. You will be able to do this every time in future. Here we are going to now create some VLANs. I am on switch 1. You know how to create VLANs, right? VLAN 100, name sales. VLAN 200, name production. Right? Now let's verify show VLAN brief. You can see these two VLANs created. Secondly, we are going to put that interface F01 as switch port mode. Look at this, access. I am saying, hey, this port is not a trunk port. I am saying this port cannot be a trunk port. It should not carry multiple VLAN traffic, because I am going to say switch port access VLAN 100. I am saying this default access. But as I said, it's a good practice to tell that this is an access port. I'll tell you, by default it is access operationally, but administratively it is auto. I don't want to confuse with those terms today. That's why I am telling you as a good practice. It is good to put access, because it's going to be access only, no? Member of a single VLAN, no? So what is wrong in give it, okay? I'll tell you more important reason why it need to be given in our next class. Next. Interface F02, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 200. Now let's go verify, show VLAN brief. We can see those two ports here. Yeah? Perfect. Now on this other switch, host name switch 2. See, ஐந்தில் விளையாது வளையாதது ஐம்பதில் வளையாது. When I started my networking in the beginning, no one taught me that I should put no IP domain lookup. That's a very good practice. They did not teach me. And later days when I learned it, it was difficult for me to, that's an optional command. எதுக்குடா டைப் பண்ணும்போது கரெக்டாக டைப் பண்ணால் ஏன் அந்த பிரச்சனை வரப்போகுது, அப்படி ஆயிடுச்சு. That became lazy now. Interface F01, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 100. I did not create VLAN, it will create automatically. You know that. Yeah? Next, interface F02, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 200. Did I create these two VLANs here? No. But it got created automatically. Show VLAN brief. You can see them automatically created. But the only difference is the name is not by us. You can now also go and change the name. But name doesn't need to match again, I tell you. There, sales, here, this name, it is okay. Name is not a matter. Name is locally significant to the switch. Name is locally significant to switch. What matters is the VLAN ID. See, there I gave sales. Here I give name as Vyabaram. Vyabaram department. VLAN 200 name Urpatti department. Production department. Brief. Okay. Now, if you expect this guy to ping this guy, will it ping? No. Why? This link is still a member of VLAN 1. Trunk is not yet configured here. So now if you go ping here from here, ping 10.0.0.2, it won't ping. It won't ping. Because to connect between these two switch, you need one wire that can carry all VLAN traffic, which is missing. Polama, payanam polama. In switch we don't have IP, no? We don't have IP, no? Without IP, how we will ping? If you want to ping between switch and PC, then you need to create something called SVI. We'll be learning those things later. Then only you can ping from switch. In CCNP syllabus, we have those things. Okay, now you see, we go to the switch now. Interface F03. Listen carefully. Do you have F03 here? I have selected. It's a member of what? Okay, now you see. Switch port mode trunk. What I am configuring? When you configure trunk, that VLAN, that interface will disappear. Where is 3 now? Yeah, because we have made it as trunk. It is not a member of any particular VLAN. It is common for all VLAN, right? That is why it is missing. So if a port is missing on a VLAN database, don't wonder, don't be surprised. You can verify by typing show interface trunk. You see, this is trunking now. It is allowing all the VLANs that are currently created. It is ready to allow all VLANs, but currently we have created these 3, so these 3 are allowed. Now, if you configure one side trunk, automatically the other side will become trunk through negotiation, automatically. Now I go ahead and check it here, show interface trunk, you see this is trunking. We did not configure this in this switch. Show VLAN brief, you see here also 103 is missing. Alright, now you ping, the ping will happen. See how the trunk works. And you can also ping from here. Which one you will ping? Ping 20002. You cannot ping 10. From 20001 PC, you can ping only 20002 because they both are in same VLAN. Got it?